Special Counsel Jack Smith cannot even find the Iran memo. Can't find the memo, which is the foundational keystone basis to his entire Trump indictment. Think of that. Joining us now to talk about that and some other things, my pal, Judge Jeanine Pirro, co-host of The Five and host of Who is Hunter Biden live, now streaming. You're on Fox Nation. You're going right now.
Yes.
Right now, as we talk.
Fox Nation, that's right.
Can I just talk about this for a moment? This guy, Smith, hangs his whole case on espionage about one memo allegedly about Iran, which they cannot find. And he's also said he wanted a speedy trial, and they pushed it back 5 months. Now, will you tell me what's up with him?
Well, first of all, let me say, as a former prosecutor, 3 decades, a prosecutor, a judge, and a DA, all right? I have never heard a prosecutor request a speedy trial. No. That is exclusively the purview of the defense, who is always, determined to get a speedy trial, and the prosecution is always the one who is opposing it because they can't get discovery or whatever. They can't get it ready. Bottom line is this. For him to be missing the most important memo, the most discussed narrative of the indictment that Donald Trump flipped these papers in front of other people and they involved Iran, and he doesn't even have them. Right. He could say he lost them. I don't know that he ever had them in the first place. All right? It is just typical of what he's doing. Everything he's doing is political. He is a political ideologue. He is the kind of guy who does prosecutions based on politics. For example, he did the prosecution of Don Young. He did the prosecution of John Edwards. He did the prosecution of McDonald.
Which he lost.
Which he lost Edwards' case. He's been rejected by a jury and rejected by the United States Supreme Court 8-0 in a decision on the governor of Maryland.
I'm assuming, and I'm going to segue into the Biden bribery fiasco, that Smith is doing the bidding of Merrick Garland, who in turn is doing the bidding of Joe Biden. They basically want Trump in jail so Biden doesn't have to run against him. I mean, that's not a legal argument. That's a political argument. But that's where I was from day one, and that's where I still am now.
Well, look, Donald Trump is indicted with, I believe it's 37 counts. Yeah. All right. And they include espionage that throws people back to the time of Russia and the Russia collusion. I mean, this guy is just, when it's Hunter Biden who's selling himself and his father in the pay to play. And that's what we talk about in the Hunter Biden. All
right. So you talked to Jamie Comer today,
yes.
Chairman Comer, who has done the Lord's work investigating.
Yes.
Okay, the noose is tightening. He's getting stuff from the FBI, all these 1023s. The whistleblowers are getting stuff on Garland, and it's leading to Hunter, and it's leading to Joe Biden.
Let me explain.
Is this a racketeering issue? Is this a bribery issue with foreign governments? Because if so, that is an impeachable offense.
It clearly is an impeachable offense, but here is the issue. The fact is that Merrick Garland lied. Joe Biden lied. Joe Biden lied when he said right from the get-go, I know nothing about my son's overseas business dealings. Why? Why? Because it's consciousness of guilt. You don't lie about that. You say, yeah, my son does business overseas. And the other point of it is that Merrick Garland saying he is not interfering with the United States attorney handling this thing. It's an outright lie. And that's why the U.S. attorney asked to be special counsel so we wouldn't have to go through Merrick Garland. Special counsel has the independence to do whatever he wants. And this United States attorney was Weiss, David Weiss, went to California. He went to D.C. He said, I've got crimes. The situs of those crimes are in your state. They wouldn't give him approval. Now, do you think, as we sit here, that there is any United States attorney who would say, no, I'm not going to let you file against Joe Biden without getting on the horn with the White House and saying, give me some kudos. I wouldn't let it go through.
U.S. attorneys, I mean, having served in government, you too, U.S. attorneys are political positions.
Of course, they're appointed by the president.
They are political positions appointed by the president. So let's move ahead now. We're waiting on finding these telephone tapes, 17 tapes.
Right. 2 with Joe, 15 with Hunter.
That's right. From the Burisma oligarch who's probably at the gambling casino in Montenegro.
No, he's in jail.
But nobody can find. The oligarch's in jail? No. I hadn't heard that.
He had previously been in jail.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
What the
and
heck?
it's just like this guy in China. He's in jail, too. They do business with people who are corrupt in other countries. It's an organized criminal enterprise. Joe Biden goes in the front door wrapped in the American flag, and all the pride and glory that goes with it, and Hunter Biden's at the back door with a garbage bag collecting the cash. Now, I've been a prosecutor for 30 years. I know of what I speak. You've got money. You've got LLCs. Why do you think the money is going into so many accounts? Because they can't have it go in one account.
More Bidens than we ever heard of in the past.
And
this is racketeering.
It is racketeering.
And eventually it's going to be bribery, pay to play.
Yeah, and by the way, the guy who made those tapes, he's missing. I take it back.
No,
he's
that's
missing.
what I thought. I think he's at the gambling tables in Montenegro.
All right. Well,
that was a joke, Janine.
Whatever. I don't know. All you have to say
show.
is, you said there's no gambling in Casablanca. I get it. But at the gambling casino.
It's a beautiful casino. It was in Casino Royale, one of the best James Bond movies.
What, in Monaco? You said Montenegro.
Montenegro.
I know Monaco. I don't know Montenegro.
Right.
Talk to your viewers.
Judge Janine Pirro. It was just wonderful. I mean, I love her to death and have for so many years. Remember, please watch her brand new special, Who is Hunter Biden? It's live. It's available right now on foxnation.com. Thank you, Janine. You're terrific stuff.